Problems at the sex club happen more than you would think. Whether it was from people making messes, you can only imagine. Whether it was from jealousy, a guy grabbing someone's ass, envy, a partner having sex with someone and the other partner having no luck, or whether it was from vices, drugs, alcohol. There were problems. We had protocol for any problem that was to walk through that door. On this one particular night was like any other night. People started coming in. This one gentleman walks in the door and he immediately stands out because of his size. He was 6'7", big, 300 plus pounds, not of fat, but of solid. He wasn't like a muscle, but he sure as shit wasn't soft. He comes in with 2 women on each arm. He comes into the front, pays the fee, checks the boxes, and in he is. He doesn't go to the bar, he doesn't go to the dance floor, he goes straight to the buffet. He doesn't eat at the buffet, he just sits at the tables around the buffet. He pulls out the chairs for each of the women, ordering them to sit in a nice demeanor, nothing that was alarming. And he sits down as well. He must be sitting for an hour, 2 hours, and that's fine. Looks like he's just relaxing. I'm in the back. Someone in a towel comes up to me and approaches me. What can I do for you? The gentleman in a towel says, there's a guy out there that's charging for women. Explain, what do you mean he's charging for women? He's pimping out the 2 girls on his side. He's trying to charge each person $100 to fuck them. You can't do that in a sex club. It's not part of the rules. I knew this guy was going to be a problem. I knew he was going to be an issue. So I gathered the security to discuss how we're going to handle the situation. I told the security, we're going to approach him from the front. There's going to be a guy in the back, and there's going to be a guy on his side. If he raises his voice, do not hesitate. Get his ass out of the club. The security approaches him from the front. How are you doing today? The big boy immediately gets offensive. What the fuck do you want? Security says, we're getting complaints that you're charging for your women. The big boy stands up, and when he stands up, he stands up. He's towering over security. He says, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do in this club, and nobody's going to stop me. Starts making a scene right away. Immediately before he finishes that sentence, the security from the side starts pushing him out the door. The big boy is a big boy. Slaps security off of him like a rag doll. And then all hell broke loose. Chairs were flying, tables were flying, and people were screaming. It was a scene. It was a shit show. We did get his ass out of the club. We got him to his car, and he did leave the parking lot. Everybody has a problem. We all have problems. It's how we deal with our problems. We deal with them in a positive way or a negative way. Depending on how we deal with our problems is going to be the outcome. When I opened up my club years later, I was being attacked from the city for no reason. The city was attacking me by sending in undercover police, by watching outside with binoculars, by pretending like they were cutting the neighbor's grass when they were just the police watching the club. We were doing nothing wrong, so I welcomed anybody. I was buying memberships to the undercover cops trying to pretend to be customers. But I didn't know I was being railroaded. I didn't know I was going to be screwed because the city could do whatever they want to whoever they want. That is a fact. The city did shut me down, and they got me shut down because I had porn on one of my TVs, which brings me to another category in the business tax receipt. That's all they had on me. But that was enough. I had a choice. I could stay down, lay down like they wanted me to do, Or I could say, this is a start to my next journey. This is a positivity to my next outcome. And that's exactly what I did. There is a quote, what we go through, we grow through. And then there's another one, when you're in hell, keep going. No matter what your circumstances are, no matter what your situation is, you are writing your story every day. And when you're writing, are you writing a positive one or a negative one? Depending on what you're writing is exactly what you're going to get. Exactly where your mind is exactly where your mind is going to go. The big boy that came into the club, I'll never forget. As well as many other stories. But his was an unusual one. To try to pimp out two women in a sex club. Funny, right? Sex is all over the place. Sex is free. You pay at the door. You already paid for sex. I'm going to pay twice? What is the guy thinking? I learned a lesson. He learned a lesson. Every day is a new chapter. We have to keep pushing. We have to be strong. And more than anything, we have to stay positive. Make sure to lift the next man up instead of wishing downfall on the next man, like most people. Same concept in AA. To stay sober, keep someone else sober. The tactics I use work. Stay strong, keep pushing. You know I love you guys. You know, I know. Let's